Alright everybody, welcome back to the Story of Awesomeness. So today I'm going to be editing the prologue a bit because I noticed there are a lot of spelling mistakes in there. And I'm going to be adding some more text in there to make the conversations more smoothly. Well, of course, focusing on the main thing, which is, the writing itself. So I hope you're all going to be enjoying this. Well, I'm literally going to be frustrating myself on knowing how to type. And this is why I actually have spelling mistakes 101 with me, grammar editing, just to make sure I'm not gonna be screwing over because Word doesn't work properly always. Always not properly working. Yeah. So for what I did is already I have I put chapter 0 in there just because I have chapter 1, chapter 0. I thought that is a fun way of saying that it is actually the first chapter. So then we have this part right here. I have been editing, so instead of putrefied, it now finally says petrified. I know, it's two different words, and therefore it is very confusing. And I fixed the bit right here, the overthing that was said in the comment. I also fixed that up so that it is actually fixable, which is actually quite handy. Thanks for that, though. I really appreciate it. So what it now actually says is literally this. Well. I never thought the demons would be able to be petrified. I guess no one ever thought of it until now. That is, and now it also exclamation mark, so that it is shouting. It is more serious. Says the wizard with a smirk on his face. Oh, says the wizard with a smirk on his face. Says the wizard with a smirk on his face. Says the wizard with a smirk on his face. He reaches out his hand. Wait. No, this is so confusing always. Alright. I need to do this the way of how it works, so I'm gonna be just making sure that I'm doing this right. No need to worry here, but alright. Chapter 0. The god, the demon lord, and certifiable wizard. Alright. Press 1. I just put Mina there just to get things up and running. So this is how you can see how the whole thing is going to be looking like. It's quite nice to know how things work. Well. I never thought the demons would be able to be petrified. I guess no one ever thought of it until now, it is, says the wizard with a smirk on his face. He reaches out his hand to strafe the demon lord's petrified face. That's now in a constant emotion of anger. Alright. So he says with a smirk on his face. He says with a smirk on his face, and then I can go like after that. Oh, I should go for after that so that yeah. Alright, got it. So after that. After that, he follows it up. After that, he reaches. Yeah. After that, after that, he reaches with a smirk on his face. Wait. Says the wizard with a smirk on his face. After that, he reaches out his hand. Yeah, this makes more sense. So, says the wizard with a smirk on his face. After that, he reaches out his hand to strafe reaches out his hand to strafe the demon lord's petrified face. It is now in constant emotion of anger. No, don't be so hot-headed. I won fair and square. I mean, really, so much power, and yet it all was taken away by such a simple spell. As he finishes his sentence, he starts to chuckle and follows it up by laughter. Oh, because I put it. Oh, yeah. Derp. There you go. Yeah, follows it up by laughter. There you go. That's good. So, and then I have switching. Then within minutes, the room starts to light up as sun rays start pouring through the castle windows, revealing the room now fully, and all those who have been petrified instead of putrefied. Those who try to flee, those who try to protect the Lord, and those who were just there at the wrong moment. All turn to stone. As the sunlight touches the stone floor, as the sunlight touches the stone floor, the wizard moves to one of the windows and looks at the sunset. As he opens the windows, a heavy breeze reveals a burned paper scroll falling down slowly where the wizard stood, and with a smirk on his face, he speaks once again. And then, that is actually quite good. I could put this all into one place, right? Copy. Can I place this in this place right here? Because I can actually no. Wait, hold on. Paste. Wow, that's absolutely horrendous. Horrendous to do. Alright, wrong moment. What? Why is this there? This is supposed to be not there. You douche. I said I wanted to copy this, alright? I wanted to copy this, so copy it, please, and then select that, and then place it there. No, it doesn't do that. Whoa, I'm so confused. I'm so confused about this Control-C, Control-V. So would it then work like this? If I select this and then say Control-V? No. Control-Z? No, that doesn't work either. Oh. Hold on. I need to load this up then back again because I saved it. So therefore, we should not be done. Alright, hold on. Quit anyway, yes. I like to quit and then start it over again because holy shit. This is my main problem with this thing. It doesn't always do the right thing. It is a little bit buggy sometimes. So, we need to get over here. So, well. This is the wizard with the... After that, yeah, there you go. After that, shortly after, he reaches out his hand to strafe the demon lord's face. Face that is now in a constant emotion of anger. There you go. Oh, don't be so hot-headed. I want fair and square. I mean, really, so much power, and yet it was all taken away by such a simple spell. As it was Vincent's sentence, he started to chuckle and follows it up by laughter. There you go. That is good. With the minutes, the room lights up the castle wall. Yeah. And now I need to get this. Copied. Alright. I need to get this. Paste in there. Doesn't work. It even translates to the wrong place. Thanks. Alright. So I'm going to be just stopping it over. At the wrong moment. All turn to stone. All of them. Turn to stone. Turn to stone. Oh, too many capitals. Turn to stone. As the sunlight. Oh, I can just type it in like that. Yeah, sunlight touches the stone floor. No, I need to type this. Hold on, I need to double check this. Is this correct? It is correct. Alright, good. Just to be on the safe side. Stone floor. The wizard moves to one of the windows and looks at the sun at the sunset. As he opens one. Yeah, I don't have to go for the window because I already referenced the window. Therefore, as he opens the window. Yeah, there you go. As he opens the window. Maybe that's better. Window, because now I'm referencing to the window, probably. A heavy breeze. A heavy breeze. As he opens the window, a heavy breeze. Breeze. Reveals a burnt paper scroll falling down slowly. Where the wizard stood, and with a smirk on his face, he speaks once again. Yeah. Once again. There you go. That should be it, right? Sunset as he the window moves as he opens the window. Yeah, there you go. So now we need to check this. So we need to preview from here. Thank you. Within minutes, the room lights up. The sun rays start point. Within minutes, the room lights up as sun rays start pouring through the castle windows, revealing the room now fully, and all those who have been petrified, those who tried to flee, those who tried to protect their lord, and those who were just there at the wrong moment. All of them turn to stone. As the sunlight touches the stone floor, the wizard moves to one of the windows at the sun. Moves to one of the windows. Oh, I write this wrong. Oh, hold on. It's one and looks. I typed that. I forgot that. Looks at the sunset. There you go. Sunset. Right, sunset. I can just type like this. Sunset, right? No problem. No problem. No problem. All right, good. Sunset. There you go. So if we now preview this, this should be now better. Within minutes, the room lights up as the sunset starts pouring through the castle windows, revealing the room now fully, and all those who have been petrified, those who try to flee, those who try to protect their lord, and those who were just there at the wrong moment. All of them turn to stone. As the sunlight touches the stone floor, the wizard moves to one of the windows and looks at the sunset. As he opens a window, oh yeah, wait. He tries to. Oh, he opens the window, and with a. Oh, I should not. Oh, right. Wait. So as he opens the window, a heavy breeze reveals a burned paper scroll falling down slowly from where the wizard stood. Yeah. From where the wizard stood. And with a smirk, he speaks once. He speaks once again. All right. Hold on. No, just this one, please. Thank you. As the sunlight touches the stone floor, the wizard moves to one of the windows and looks at the sunset. As he opens the window, a heavy breeze reveals a burned paper scroll falling down slowly from where the wizard stood, and with a smirk on his face, he speaks once again. All of them turn to stone. Oh yeah. It's a repeat here. All right, remove. Text shown. No. Remove the text. And then double remove is not necessary here. And then we change the expression to smirking. Alright, so now it should be working, I believe. So therefore we have that. Hold on. We need to go from here, preview here. Save though. Definitely save because we have actually the thing that we need. Bloody 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 blue, blue blah blue, and there you go. Alright. You know, all of this could have been avoided really. But I must say I don't mind seeing you all turn to stone. After all, you burned it all. I don't mind seeing all of this turn to yeah. I made a mistake there. You know you could all. You know you can all. You know. All of this could have been avoided, really. Yes. Yes. Ah. I see there is a mistake here. All right. So, I forgot there needs to be an exclamation mark here. One there and one there. Oh. And one there I need to be. Yes. So that's the one. And we can go. Yep. Yeah. So, you know, all of this could have been avoided, really. But I must say, I don't mind seeing. I don't mind seeing this all turn to stone. There you go. After all, you burned it all. My tower, my research. You know how close I was to immortality, and seeing it all go up in smoke. Man, I despise every single one of you. There you go. Then I can get this gone, and then the wizard's. Yeah. So this is how it works. All right, good. So, oh, not that one. I need to do this one. This is sometimes really hard. Still learning how to use this anyway. You know, all of this could have been avoided, really. But I must say I don't mind seeing this all turn to stone. After all, you burned it all. My tower, my research. You know how close I was to immortality? And then seeing it all go up in smoke? Man, I despise every single one of you. Yeah. Look at that sun. So peaceful. You guys should really have you guys should have really followed that instead of that warmongering leader of yours. I should have done this way earlier. Oh man, this feels good. With satisfaction shown in his face, the wizard starts walking away from the window. But suddenly, a portal starts appearing behind him. And the wizard tries to look behind him to see what just happened. But within a flash of light, he feels a sudden pain in his chest. He looks down and sees a gaping hole. Within seconds, he loses his composure, as his eyes widen and fear is shown in his eyes. A mighty voice is heard as the wizard desperate. Oh yes, I need to get that. I need to make this a All right, hold on. Blah blah blue. And I need to put this there. All right. Boop and boop. There you go. With satisfaction shown in his face. I believe it is satisfaction that I need to go here, right? With satisfaction, with pride. No, not pride. Satisfaction. I think that's the better word. Like, he's finally satisfied of what he done, when, yes, I did it. I fucking did it, So, I think with satisfaction shown in his face, I think that's a good word, right? With satisfaction shown in his face, he starts walking away from the window. But suddenly a portal starts appearing behind him. The wizard starts to look behind. Tries to look behind him to see what just happened. But within a flash of light, he feels a sudden pain in his chest. He looks down and sees a gaping hole. Within seconds, his composure. I believe it is the composure, right? Because that is the way of how things go. Composure. composture, composture, meaning, yeah, meaning, composture,
composure,
composure. Oh, you need to try to say it like that, composure, and not say composure. Self-control. Ah, he's struggling with his self. Oh, ah. I think that's a good word for it. I think that's a good word for it. Within seconds. Within seconds. Oh wait. The more he looks at the gaping hole, the more his composure. The more he loses his composure, as his eyes widen, and fear is shown in his eyes. Yeah. As he looks. As he looks down and as he looks, oh, I can do this in one, and I can do this in one sentence. As he looks down, and see, and only as he looks down, the only thing he sees is a gaping hole, a gaping black hole, black hole, a gaping hole, a gaping black hole in his chest, in his chest. Yeah, chest. A gaping black hole. The more he looks at it, the more yes, in his chest. The more he yeah. The more he looks at it, the more he looks at it, the more he looks at it, he looks at it, the more he loses the more his composure fail. The more his composure the more he looks at it, the more the moose. No, we don't need a moose. We don't need moose. The more his composure is fading, as his eyes. His composure is falling, failing, losing. The more he loses his composure. Yeah, the more he loses his composure, his eyes as his eyes start to widen, and fear starts to creep in, and fear starts showing in his eyes. There you go. As he looks down, the only thing he sees is a gaping black hole in his chest. The more he looks at it, the more he loses. Loses, right? Loses. The more he loses, right? Is that the word? The more he loses. The more he fails, the more he loses. Yes, loses with one S. All right. Otherwise, it would be saying losses, right? That's also a word. Got it. He looks down. As he looks down. The only thing he sees. As he looks down. The only thing he sees. Is a gaping black hole in his chest. The more he looks, the more his composure. The more he loses his composure, as his eyes start to widen, and fear starts to show. Starts showing. Starts to creep. No. and fear starts to creep in. No. As and fear starts showing. Starts showing, or is it start showing in his eyes? All right, hold on. The more. All right, I'm gonna type this in so that I don't fucking forget. All right, the more he looks at it, the more he loses his posture, composure. The word, yes. The more he loses his uh, the more he loses, the more the more. Yeah, I'm gonna go for the more. He loses his composure. The more he looks at it, the more more yeah looks at it, the more he loses his composure as his eyes start to widen, and fear starts to kick in. Huh. There you go. Oh boy. Oh, improper formatting, punctuation, and reception. For the rest, it's all good. All right, I'll take it. 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 I'm not gonna be paying bloody money here for this. I might be a terrible person when it comes to, this, but I need this to be decent enough. All right. Yeah. All right. So. In his chest. The more he looks at it, the more his composure the more he starts to lose his composure as his eyes start to widen and fear starts to kick in. Starts to kick in, not start. Starts to kick in. Starts. It's starting. It's already not already going. It's starting. Starts to kick in. A mighty voice is heard. Yeah. And then we're gonna go for a mighty voice is heard as the a mighty voice is heard as the wizard's yes. A second. Oh. As the wizard turns around. Oh, and then I can introduce the god. Oh, yes. Yes, I need to do this. I need to do this. I don't want to make the god mysterious, don't I? No, that's not good. I need to introduce every single fucking encounter here. Because that way I can just put them back, and I have already described them at the first chapter, and this is a prelog, and therefore it's supposed to be happening, like, proper. Because he is fit, he sees it. A mighty voice is heard as the wizard tries to turns around, only to see the god standing in front of him. I can do that, and then we already have this. Then we already have the wizard encountering the god, therefore having already the hate relationship against it. Oh, that's gonna be lovely. That's why he is such a he doesn't like the god, and therefore he is also he fears it, because that's how powerful it is. Because he knows what's gonna happen. The god is gonna smite him again, and then he's gonna be dead. Well, yes, he's gonna be dead. In his eyes, he's gonna be dead. In my eyes, he's probably going to be surviving because, the crystal it leaves a head, which turns out to be the girl. So therefore, the wizard. All right. Well, it's two people in one gem. That's the whole joke. All right. How do I type this? Because this is actually quite important to know. And this is why I'm always doing this properly. Because I could not have done this if I would not have known. All right, I could not have done this if I would have done this on a word page, because then things. Well, in the word page I already have like multiple things written down, and now I need to make sure that the whole sentence are properly done. That's the whole idea. It's like, figuring things out, because now I can show, like, I can now go here and be like, all right, we're gonna preview from here. Doesn't matter because we skip this one. So now, if I now go here, it's all like, yeah, easy. As he looks down, the only thing he sees is a gaping hole in his chest. The more he looks at it, the more he loses his composture, as his eyes start to widen and fear starts to kick in, because, it's fucking terrified to see, like, what the fuck just happened? Holy shit! And then, things go very bad after that. So, and now this sentence doesn't work because, well, we need to follow it up. So, the idea is that the wizard is now terrified. All right, the wizard is like, oh god, oh hell no, oh no 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 no, and that's like, he tries to, he is literally a coward when it comes to these things. He is a coward, probably. Yep, he is. He's a very self-absorbed person, that's for sure. If we look at the manual for what we have written down, the things, we can go for the Isekai of Awesomeness, which is all the where we have everything written down, because that's all necessary. It's not all everything written down properly, which I'm going to be updating afterwards. So I'm going to be updating this into this, so therefore that is also updated. But if we know the wizard is a person, the wizard is not here, because this is all we have the red girl, we have the red girl, we have the blue girl, we have the yellow girl, and we have the green girl. But we also have the black-haired girl, which is the wizard. That's the whole joke. But I reference her here. I reference the wizard now as the black-haired girl, because, well, technically in the whole story it's gonna be the black-haired girl, except some parts not, because we have Angus, and we have Madame Mouvier, and also Marveloso is gonna be putting in there as well, which is a fucking piece of shit person. It's like that Indiana Jones guy, but then evil, which is great. So yeah, we have also Larry O'Magic, the schemer. Fucking Larry. Goddamn Larry. And the advocate of Larry, a very good lawyer. Yeah, that's gonna be also a thing. Let's see. So, the black-haired girl is a very, the black-haired girl is like, where is it? Crown magic hurts. Yes, that's true. Then we have the green girl, which is Laphidia, and then we have the black-haired girl, which doesn't have a name, because that's the wizard. Is a hardworking, keen, impulsive person. So it's literally, the person is calculated. The person is a very person to deal with. If you mess with him, he will probably pay you back. That's the point. He is impulsive. He doesn't like when things go not his way. He does things that normal people won't do, because he just has it in his mind like, fuck it. If you want to screw with me, I will ruin your whole day. And well, that just happens in the first episode. Of course, he went a little bit overboard. It happens. But hey, they destroyed his whole damn research, his whole tower. Everybody would be upset if your home is just gonna get kaboomed, And then you come back and it's like, why is my tower no more longer standing? It took me 70 years to build. It took me 70 years to build, and it's now gone. All right. Oh, it's demons. Ah, all right, all right. And where are those demons living? Well, they're living in the castle. Well, all right, sure thing. I already have encountered them multiple times, and I said I didn't want to join them, so it's time to pay them a visit and make sure that visit is permanently there. So yeah, that's how he planned his revenge. He already knew what the demons were. He already got in contact with them. He refused. Therefore, they ruined his whole damn stuff. He was like, "All right, I'm in the middle of a bloody damn ritual. Get interrupted. Everything is gone, and I cannot start over. Thank you. I'm so happy." And then he just casts a spell. He just makes a scroll that turns everything into stone, like um Sleeping Beauty. Probably, yeah. That's the idea. Like you put everything into instead of a curse, you just put everything to stone. It's like, oh no, thorns. No, it's just stone, straight up stone. Nobody's gonna be living anymore. Just stone. So yeah, that's how you petrify people. This is why you're never supposed to piss off a wizard, because wizards are powerful people and very smart and hardworking people. And hardworking plus impulsive is a very bad trait, but it's a good trait if you know how to do it. You can achieve stuff, but if you do it too much, you overwork yourself. Therefore, you drive yourself to the maximum limits, which can cause major issues. And that's the whole idea of the wizard. The wizard is a very hard, keen working, smart guy who can teach the other girls about their magical crystals if he has the time and effort for it. Of course, it is contradicting with the green girl's idea, because she doesn't know anything. She doesn't even know what magic is. That's the whole joke. So the wizard is teaching her how to use her magic, and then also teaches the rest by later on. Therefore, giving them new powers and upgrading it. So it's a mentor. It's a mentor character. It's a mentor character that needs to be introduced. But how would you introduce a mentor character in a place where well, nobody has any idea of what magic is technically? Except the blue girl, because she already knows what magic is because of the knowledge of the crystal itself and the book smarts. Of course, she knows already what the crystals do, and therefore already implements things and then experiments with the powers, but lacks the study of those kind of magic. Well, the wizard does have that kind of magic because, well, the crystals are technically catalysts, and he uses one of the catalysts to try to create immortality, but failed because of its interruption. But it doesn't mean that therefore it backfired, and therefore, Lephidia is created. Because Lephidia is technically the gem would have trapped only his soul, but because he got struck by this spell, he actually, by the spell of the god, the crystal itself gained life as well, because the god is life and death itself. Therefore, black and green, causing it to be in such a way. All right, I think that explains the way why I went for black and green instead of white and black. I just wanted to go for something like lively living, and then pure death. But the wizard is not representing by death. The wizard is just is just nothing, no power. So therefore it's black, because the crystal technically is supposed to be black, but the wizard is trapped inside of that problem. That can lead to certain kind of ideas and problems later on. Yes. All right, I have explained that. Now we need to go to this word right here. Oh. with satisfaction, correct spelling, thank you, satisfaction, shown in his face, on his face, right? In his in his face, the wizard is that correct? Is that correct? In, on, yes. In the with satisfaction shown on his face, the wizard starts walking away from the window. But suddenly, all right. So walking away from the window, but suddenly, on his face, on his face, the wizard starts moving away from the window. With satisfaction shown on his face, the wizard starts walking from the window. But suddenly, a portal appeared. Appears behind him. But suddenly a portal appears behind him. I think that's better than starts appearing behind him. No, it's but suddenly a portal appears behind him. The wizard tries to look away, tries to look behind him what just happened. But within a flash of light, he feels a sudden pain in his chest. There you go. So, this is correct. Alright, good. We're gonna copy this. And then we're gonna delete this part. And we're gonna Control V this. Yes. Satisfaction behind him. There you go. Alright. With satisfaction in his face, the wizard. Alright. The wizard starts looking behind him. Yes. The wizard starts walking behind him, or starts walking away from the window. But suddenly a portal appears behind him. The wizard starts walking away from the window, but suddenly a portal appears behind him. The wizard tries to look behind him just to see what happened or what just happened. But within a flash of light. Difficulty, yes. The wizard starts walking behind, but suddenly a portal appears behind him. Like boom. Alright. Suddenly a portal starts forming? Starts appearing behind. I could go for starts appearing behind. Suddenly a portal starts appearing behind him. The wizard tries to look behind him to see just what happened, but within a flash of light, as the wizard tries to, yeah, I need to go for S here. As the wizard tries to look behind him to see just what happened. Nope. The wizard okay, then I need to go for the wizard though. The wizard tries to look behind him to see what just happened. But within a flash of light, he feels a sudden pain in his chest. Wait. So the wizard starts walking away from the window, but suddenly a portal starts appearing behind him. The wizard tries to look behind. Doesn't fit. That doesn't fit. Hmm. He looks behind him. Oh, yeah. I can go for it. He looks behind him. As he tries to look behind him to see what just happened. A flash, within a flash, one hammer. A flash of light suddenly appears. A flash of light, suddenly appears. Suddenly appears, blinding him. Blinding him. Blinding him. After that, he feels a sudden pain in his chest. He looks down. As he looks down. Wait, hold on. He looks down to see what just happened. He looks down to see. As he looks down. Wait. Hold on. Behind him. As he tries to look behind him, as he tries to look behind him, just behind him to see what just happened, a flash of light suddenly appears, blinding him. And suddenly appears. After that, he feels causing him to get causing him to avert his eyes, causing him to avert his eyes. There you go. Causing him to avert his eyes. As he tries to look what behind him, you see behind him what just as he tries to look behind him to see what just happened, a flash of light suddenly appears, causing him to causing him to avert his causing him to avert his eyes. After that, he feels a sudden pain in his chest. He looks down. He how do you say that? How do you say that when you try to, you know, he tries to yeah, he needs to he averts his eyes, and as he opens his eyes, he looks down. As he opens his eyes and looks down. Wait. As he opens his eye. Wait. So, as it was behind him, as he tries to look behind him, let's see what happens. A flash of light suddenly appears, causing him to avert his eyes. After that, he feels a sudden pain in his chest. He opens his eyes, only to see. Oh, there you go. He opens his eyes, only to see a big gaping hole in his big gaping black hole in his chest. Only to see a big only to see a gaping black hole in his chest. Only to see a big gaping hole. Only to see a gaping hole in his chest. There you go. There you go. We have something scary now. Uh-huh. Oh. Hey, wait a minute. Something is wrong here. Oh, I did something wrong, didn't I? I did. What satisfaction is that? Oh boy. Yes, yes. Can we have like the things that we had before? Like Control Z, Control Z, Control Z, Control Z, Control Z. Let's see if we can get the other one. Uh-huh. Don't care, don't care, don't care, don't care, don't care, please. Uh-huh. I'm typing here. Please go back to the other one. Ah, there you go. Oh, thank God. Thank God this thing has that thing that I need instead of this one. This one doesn't have that. With satisfaction, oh yeah. Now I need to move this. I need to move this. I need to see a big. Oh. Oh. Ha! Never mind. I did have it in there. All right, fine. Very spooky. With satisfaction in his face, the wizard tries to move and there's someone behind him as he tries to open. As he tries to look behind him, to see what just happened, a flash of light suddenly appears, causing him to avert his eyes. After that, he feels a sudden pain in his chest. He opens his eyes. He eventually opens his eyes. He eventually opens his eyes. He eventually opens his eyes as wait. As he opens his yeah. He eventually opens his eyes, only to see a gaping hole in his chest. Yeah. No. We need something more drastic, like after recovering. As the blinding light fades. Fades. As the blinding light fades, he eventually opens his eyes, only to see a gaping hole in his chest. The more he looks at it, the more he loses his composure, as his eyes start to widen and fear starts to kick in. Boom, baby! There we go. Oh man, this is so difficult. Alright. As the blinding light eventually starts to fade. Yeah, because now I can go for the ass. Because technically I could not go for the ass. So the wizard starts to walking away from him behind him. As he tries to look behind what's happened, he feels a pleasant pain. The blinding light. After a while, after some after a while, the blinding light begins to fade, and he eventually opens his eyes, only to see. There you go. Ah, after a while, well, how long is a while actually? I want to know. Oh, that's long. No, we don't want that. After some seconds after a while, the blinding lights starts to fade. After a while, the blinding light fades. He eventually opens. Oh. After some seconds pass. Starts to fade. Starts to fade. Blind light starts to fade. Some background light fades, and he eventually opens his eyes, only to see a gaping black hole in his chest. The more he looks at it, the more he loses his composure. There you go. Yeah, the more he looks at it, the more he looks at it, the more he loses his composure, as his eye starts to widen and fear starts to kick in. A mighty voice is heard as the wizard. All right, fine. There you go. So now this is what it is. So after seconds passes, after seconds passes, that's correct. After seconds pass. That's the thing that is a problem. All right. After some seconds passes, there you go. Some seconds passes. After some seconds passes, the blinding light fades away. The blinding light fades away, and he eventually opens his eyes, only to see a gaping black hole in his chest. The more he looks at it, the more he loses his composure, as his eyes start to widen and fear starts to kick in. All right. He desperately tries to hold the edge of the portal with one hand to hold himself steady, and the other one to and you just and then I can put him into a state of yep. Ah, all right, that's good. That is actually an hour, and that's almost an hour. All right, fine. I'm gonna call it a day here. Actually, I must say I actually did a lot of work here. Lots of work. As you can see now, I can just, load this up and say like, well, we want to preview this. And then, you have this. With satisfaction shown in his face. The wizard starts walking away from the window. But suddenly a portal starts appearing behind him. He tries to look behind him to see what just happened. I made a mistake there with typing. Oh well. What just happened? Suddenly, what just happened? But oh yes. Copy, paste, Control Z. Flash off. That's not flash. Flash off light. But suddenly a flash of light appears, causing him to avert his eyes. But suddenly a blinding flash of a blinding. That's better. Blinding flash of light appears, causing him to avert his eyes. His eyes. Causing him to avert his eyes. After that, he feels a sudden pain in his chest. As he tries to look, after some seconds passes, the blinding light fades away, and eventually he opens his eyes, only to see. So now it's correct, right? With a satisfaction shown in his face, the wizard starts walking away from the window. But suddenly, a portal appears behind him. As he tries to look behind him to see what just happened, wait, hold on. What just happened? Wait. As he tries to look behind him, just to see what happened, a blinding light suddenly appears. What just happened? Come on. A blinding flash of light suddenly appears. A blinding flash of light. A blinding flash of light. A blinding... As he tries to look what just happened, a blinding flash of light suddenly appears, causing him to avert his eyes. After that, he feels a sudden pain in his chest. And then I can... Oh. Duh. God dang it. And then I can do this. As the blinding light fades away, he eventually opens his eyes, only to see a gaping hole in his chest. Yep. Alright, hold on. I want to see this one. No, not that one. I want this one. Yeah. I can do this. With satisfaction shown in his face, the wizard starts walking away from the window. Suddenly, a portal starts appearing behind him. He tries to look behind him to see what just happened. A blinding flash of light suddenly appears, causing him to avert his eyes. There we go. As he tries to look behind him to see what just happened, a blinding flash of light suddenly appears, causing him to avert his eyes. After that, he feels a sudden pain in his chest. As the blinding light fades away, he eventually opens his eyes, only to see a gaping hole in his chest. The more he looks at it, the more he loses his composure, as his eyes start to widen, and fear starts to kick in. Good. That is great. That's amazing. All right, good. I knew I could do it. Just took like way too many times, way too many tries. But yeah, we're getting there. And once this whole stuff is done, then I need to do chapter 1. That's gonna be even worse, because that's gonna be even more spelling mistakes. Oh well. Yeah, we have 4 minutes too much. I hope you all have enjoyed for today, and thanks all for watching, and I hope I'll see you all next time. Until then, I want to wish you all a lovely day, and